So today we are going to be making lots of money by cutting grass, and a lot of grass. There isn't much right now, but as we cut it, it just gives us money for every single blade that gets cut, and it also grows back pretty fast. We can't even get through the whole thing before it grows back, and oh, especially when it's raining, now there's even more grass. So already we have $4,000, 5,000. And 6, and it just keeps going up. And we can use all that money to upgrade some things, like our broken blade here can instead become a copper sword once we get 10,000. Pardon me while I chop a few more things here. And 10,000 happens pretty fast. So now, instead of a broken blade here, we can get a copper sword, because now there is even more grass that gets cut with a little bit of a swish of our blade. And there's also more plots over here and down and around here that aren't really doing us any good yet, but we can work on that. We can also upgrade the grass so it grows back faster by getting some circling birds. And why don't we get a few of those? So there's just a flock of birds that flies around our patch of grass doing weird bird magic. I don't know how else it's supposed to grow back, but good thing it does, because even though our blade is doing better, it can still grow back fast enough for us to just continuously get money. Although it doesn't all grow back at once, I guess. We probably need another rainy day. Hey, and there's a rainy day, so let's just go ahead and make the most of it. Oh my goodness, there's so much grass. Wow, I've mowed lawns for a couple summers, so I know what it's like to constantly be racing against the growth of grass. Maybe if we throw a motor on the sword, it can cut grass a lot faster. Why touch it when you can cut it? But now we have $20,000, so that should be good for something. We can get a wombo combo. Increase the combo meter to multiply the value of grass you cut. I like the sound of that. Get that going a few times, so now as we cut grass, then we have a combo meter that fills up. And if we fill it up enough, then we should get a multiplier. It's 1 right now, but we just need to keep cutting the grass constantly to keep it full, because it is slowly diminishing. And it grows back only a little bit at a time, so maybe we need to upgrade the grass further with more circling birds. We are filling up the combo meter pretty nicely. It's not quite full yet though. A few more passes like this, and there we have a combo of 1. So now the multiplier is up to 1.5, although it disappears pretty quickly. We need way more grass going. Maybe if we get a grass ponderer, add a visitor to the field. Visitors gaze upon your lush grass, increases the grass spawn rate. Well, that would still be good. We can get one of those, and he shows up exactly when it's raining. Hello, sir. Oh, but the combo is up to 2 now, so we're getting double for cutting the grass. For a little bit. How you doing?
Hi, how
you
are
look interesting. He kind of looks like Frederick Douglass if he had a purple beard. But hopefully that lets the grass grow even faster, so we're never really left with any empty field moments. Gotta keep the combo going. We are able to keep it pretty close to 2, but it goes away pretty fast as well. We can get some marketing. Increase the hype for the grass, sell the grass for more cash. I do like the sound of this. Spawns 1 animal per level. What sort of animal? I thought I was just gonna put a sign up. At least we're able to sell the grass for more. And it also brought the coin value that drops up to 100. Amazing, we're up to 100,000. Wow. I just look over every now and then the money number is even bigger. So we can get a side slash. You lash out side to side to cut grass every few seconds. I like the sound of this. Woo, there it goes. So we just hold it here and then there it cuts the grass. Amazing. So we could just move the sword up and down mostly, while the side slashes do the rest of the work. And wow, it does not take very long to get to 2 million. I don't even know what to do with all of this. You can get everything except for bluegrass, and not the genre of music, I guess, but some gem seekers. Increases the chance of finding gems from grass. All right, let's get a couple of those. We could probably max some things out here, like the circling birds. Ooh, we actually can't, but that's okay because the grasses are already growing ridiculously fast. It's just a shame that the frame rate doesn't allow us to go like this and then get everything, because a few blades of grass get missed. But thankfully it's not too bad. Oh, here's the animals. What are you guys doing up here? There's a mammoth. Wow. Cut grass and then you bring back extinct species. I like it. And our combo is almost to 3, but the grass doesn't grow quite fast enough to keep up with it. Oh wait, that's the maximum. We probably need to upgrade the combos then, which we can only do once before it costs more money than we have. But now we can get to 3 for 2.5. times multiplier. My goodness, I wasn't expecting cutting grass to be this lucrative, but man, it is satisfying to just bring the sword right over all of the grass and then it all gets cut right away. Oh, that's satisfying. And all the money drops are also very satisfying. But let's see, there's a sleeping cat that we can get. Doubles grass spawn rate and looks cute. You're not wrong there. Oh, and there he is, right down there, sleeping in the rain. I'm amazed he slept through that. Maybe he just sits there and gets confused by it, like I'm pretty sure Magnus would. He gets confused by a lot of things. Can you really blame him though? There's not a thought behind those eyes. But it is, wow, that cat's actually doing a lot for growing the grass. The difference is very noticeable. And our combo's maxed out. But we need 1.2 million before we can increase it further, and I think there's other things that we can get with that money beforehand. Although the birds circling are also very satisfying. So we can get some delicious oranges. When you cut grass, you have a chance to find an orange, which is worth a lot of cash. I like this idea, but I guess there's only one upgrade. Oh, but there's the oranges. And those are worth, what are those worth? Those are worth 50? That can't be right. Or maybe it is. Maybe there's something else we can get. Like Bessie. Cows give a 1% multiplier to grass value per level. Let's just buy the max that we can. So that's 7 levels for the cows. Oh, and the cows are munching the grass. Wow. Or I guess just one cow. We only get one cow. But it is a level 7 cow, despite how tiny that text is. And is it better to just let the cow collect the grass, or is he just passively giving us bonuses? I think he's just passively giving us bonuses. The coins that we find now are worth 160. And then the oranges are worth 80. So it is better. And there's enough grass that we can't even cut it all before it grows back some more. Beautiful. It's just a shame that doesn't all grow back at once, because then there's these weird, awkward bald spots. So in that case, maybe we buy the max amount of grass ponderers that we can, which is, oh my gosh, that's 14 more of them. There's 15 people right there, including a baby. What's the baby gonna do? Eat the grass? But that is doing massive amounts of good for our grass growing rate. I almost feel like we need to get better cutting tools to keep up with all of this, even though what we have going on right now is working very good. Can we get that elephant in here? I feel like he's gonna be good at it. Oh, it's a little baby elephant. I didn't even realize. That's adorable. There's also a penguin. I think you're a little lost there, bud. Or maybe they're all just watching the cow and being super jealous because he gets to be where the fun is. Or the cow's name is Bessie, so whatever. What else can we get here? There's some things that are currently locked, so we probably need some more upgrades in these regions to get access to them. So at least we could do another side slash, which does a whole lot of good. It's clearing up so much grass. So we just park it here and then, oh yes, rainy day, best day. Oh, the grass, so many bonuses. And all this without another combo level. We should change that. Wombo combo level 4. So a 4 combo gets a 3 times multiplier. Beautiful. So even when we spend millions right away, we get millions back right away. Man, I wish I had this kind of spending money after mowing lawns during the summer when waiting for the next college semester to start. Funny how that works. I go from cutting grass IRL to cutting grass in a game. And honestly, it's still just as satisfying. But now we have 3 million, almost to 4. What else can we spend money on that we haven't yet? There's beet plots. Purchase a row of beet plots. Beets grow automatically and generate passive income. I like this idea. Max amount of those, 13 rows of them. Ooh, and there's a basket down here. Hey, so that's where they're growing up. Do I have to cut those down too? How fast do these things grow? They're growing very fast. Oh, there they go! 120 apiece, and there's so many of them. Okay, that's cool. We should check in on that more often. I also love that it grows back in the rate that we collected too. So now we have 2 plots of soil that we're able to use. And I guess the beets don't grow back until you pick them up. Interesting. Oh, and there's already a statue. What is this for? Collecting so many beets? I bet Dre would be so proud of me. Hey, but that did unlock a beet collector. That would help. Max amount of those. So now we have someone that can collect the beets for us. Thank you, ladies. So now we can focus back on what really matters, cutting grass. And we can also upgrade their effectiveness. Double the beets that can be carried at a time. You know what? Max amount of those. They can carry 6 of them? Oh my gosh, that's more than 6. Wow, that is a lot of them. And that's netting 1,400 at a time. Oh, beautiful. So that field's growing constantly. We should probably get more rows of beets if we can afford it. There's a beet multiplier too. Increases beet output by 1 beet per slot. per plot. Spawns 1 animal per level. Say less, more animals. That's maxed out. And now we have even more crazy shenanigans happening in our open plan zoo. We got tigers, we got bears. No lions yet, but having a 3x combo going at all times is working out very well for us. It's just a shame that things are costing millions to upgrade now, but I think we can get the rest of these circling birds. Sure enough, we can. And then more of the grass ponders. What if we set that to auto buy so we can max that out as soon as possible while still working? I think it's working. We get more people showing up in a casual line as we go on. It just happens to cost all of our money when we do that too. Unless we're maxed out now. Nope, it just costs 899,000. So there's another one. And then we're back down to 0. Or at least we were for maybe a split second. I can already tell doing this that YouTube is not gonna like this compression, but that's okay because it just goes to show how ridiculous this is getting. But now we're full on grass ponderers, but we still need 5 million before we can get bluegrass, which is the only upgrade in this list that we haven't gotten yet.
A few moments later.
So we just sit for about 20 minutes and then that nets us 13 million. Now we don't have to worry about the bluegrass at all. What does it even do? Much more valuable, but will reduce your grass spawn rate when you upgrade. C'est la vie. See, I know what that means. Okay, that unlocks so many more upgrades. Wow. Whoa, and the grass is growing back blue now. So it is a little bit slower, but it is certainly worth more. The oranges that drop are worth 170 and the coins are 340. Beautiful. And I bet all the people are looking on like, whoa, bluegrass. All we need is a banjo, an upright bass, and a jug. But that did also unlock some things like delicious lemons. Cut grass, have a chance to find a lemon. Sure. And then tier 2 ponderers. We're probably gonna need those to help with the bluegrass so we can get 24 out of 40 of those. Wow. Hopefully that makes up a whole bunch of ground. Did that open up some upgrades in the combat tree, I wonder? It did. Shadowy Shuriken. What is this, Naruto? Every once in a while a Shuriken appears that follows your cursor and cuts grass. Neat. But we need, what did that say, 4 million? Yeah, 4 million for that. Easy peasy. At least the rainy days help with the bluegrass all the same. So now we get 4 million. Shadowy Shuriken time. How often does it happen though, I wonder? Whoa, what was that? What was that? That was a weird sound. Ooh, but there's a lemon. How much are the lemons worth? About the same? 170. So yes, about the same. Oh, there's that sound again. Is that supposed to be the Shuriken? Where is it though? It's not doing anything. Okay then, Shuriken go burr, I guess. Oh, I didn't see that we could upgrade our sword to a steel sword. And that's not that expensive. You know, it's crazy when million is considered a low number. So let's get that going right away because it's also bigger. Woo, way bigger. That lets us cut down grass a lot better. Is there a new tier of grass that we can get, I wonder? No, but if we get $1 billion and we beat the demo, I think we can manage that. And we can also give Bessie a new friend, Hank. Get as much Hank as possible. Did we get Hank? Yeah, there he is. How you doing, buddy? Is he about the same as Bessie? Yeah, he's about the same as Bessie. And if we get good enough on getting rid of bluegrass, kind of like we are doing now, but hopefully with less gaps in the collection process, then we can go back and max out a lot of the early upgrades because it still increases money. So if cows eat blue grass, is that how we get blue milk? Y'all remember when they were selling blue milk in stores? Wasn't that bad, honestly. So let's see what we can do with roughly 3 million monies. We might be able to get the rest of the beet plot levels. Well, maybe not. Is there a new field for them? There's a licking cat. Doubles grass spawn rate. That's absolutely a good thing. So now there's a licking cat next to the sleeping one. He's so adorable. Oh, I didn't realize that the beets were worth so much more now too. 3,000 a piece. Or for each of the stacks that the gatherers are bringing. Can we get an upgrade that would make it rain more often? It's always good when that happens. At least it seems to happen often enough. So in no time at all, we make back all the money that we spent on that cat. But there's a turnip plot that we can get. So we can buy one of those and a turnip collector and then better gathering. And that's happening in the field right next to them. Right next to the beets. But same as before, let's just max that out. Oh yes, even more rows of beets. And then we also need more gatherers. So max amount of those, however many there is. Was there only one? I distinctly remember buying another one. Oh wait, I bought the I bought the wrong one. Now he's just gathering more turnips. Probably gonna sell them to Tom Nook or something. It's the collectors that we need to buy. There's more of them. And those are worth 1,100 a stack. At least for right now. There's certainly a lot less than the beets. So they might be able to match, if not surpass, the value of the beets. We just got a whole operation going on here with cutting grass and collecting produce. And then weird shuriken noises that never happen. And there's butterflies too. Increase the amount of grass per spawn. Sure. Get 12 of those butterflies. You can see them too, kind of. It's better to see them once the grass is actually cut. And when it isn't raining, but here we are. Oh, how tragic. I'm making so much money I can't see the butterflies. Whatever will I do? And maybe we should increase the marketing tier too as well, because the first one, where is the first one? Was there a first one? I thought there was. Oh well, max purchases. More grass selling, so wow, okay, the coins are 3,700 and the fruit is 1,800. Beautiful, that's netting us so much money so fast. Look at how quickly it's going up, and even regardless of the rain, we are getting 25 million just like that. If we level up the Shuriken, will we see them more often, or will we just hear the weird SCP noises? At least we can upgrade the Wombo combo again. So we can get a combo up to 5, which is 3.5 times. Even better. And then 50 million just like that. I feel like we could get to 1 billion pretty fast like this, but let's also get some more side slashes because we are very close to maxing that out. And then look at how much it covers. That's insane. We can almost get an entire, column like this. Especially if we just move the sword up with it. That is so much coverage. It's almost sad that we can't max this out right now. We could just leave the sword down here and then let it do the rest. But we can also, let's see, get more... What are we close to maxing out here? Anything? Maxing out the beet plots, that's doable. And then more Bessie the cow levels. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at how fast Bessie's moving! Wow! Hold up. Hold up, I wasn't expecting that. My voice is cracking. Look at how fast Bessie's moving. Especially compared to Hank. Hank's just chilling and Bessie's like, zoom. You ever seen a cow with the zoomies? Hank, you gotta catch up, my guy. Okay, level 10. I guess it's kind of there, but still not as good. Are we getting green coins too? 7,000? Whoa, when did that happen? That might be because of them, and it's worth enough now. But let's see, we can also probably max out the Beet collectors. No, but there's 5 more of them. And then their gathering levels are, now they're all the way maxed out. Look at how many they can carry. Oh my goodness. I'm amazed the Beets can keep up with this. I guess because there's still so much down there. Let's help them out with that and collect just a whole bunch of those. And this whole time, we've also been getting more animals over here. This is crazy. The millions just stack up so fast. We're almost to 100 million. And just like that, we're at 100 million. It didn't take much longer than that. Can we max out the Shadow Shuriken? No, but we can get 2 more levels there. Maybe we'll just hear the buzz more often. Also, how pricey are these stacks? 108,000. No wonder we're getting money so quick. And the turnips are kind of doing that too. They are at 21,000, but we can change that if we get more gathering potential for all of them. So it's almost maxed out already, and it doesn't take too much more to change that. Just like that, it's all maxed out for the turnip gatherers. Yes, so that's more big stacks of them, and those are worth 108,000 a piece as well. So they are the same value. That's almost disappointing, but it's enough stupid amounts of money that I don't care. We just constantly see the towers of beets and turnips hovering over the grass field like this now. So now Bessie should be able to max out. Oh, so close. I want to see a Mach 30 cow. We're almost there. And just like that, we're there. A maxed out Bessie the cow. But let's get more turnip collectors as well. So there's 9 of those now, or maybe there is. There's more of them. So much so that they're kind of conflicting with each other and collecting beets. And the rain definitely seems to be happening a bit more often, it feels like. Probably has to keep up with Bessie there. But let's do a little more grass ponderers. So there's 32 of those. And I wonder if the marketing just shifted over to tier 2 once we bought the bluegrass, because we were definitely not maxed out on that and we can't really find it anymore in the upgrade menu. But at least we can buy it a whole bunch more. And why don't we just set that to auto buy, because it happens quick enough that we can probably max it out pretty quick. We just see the millions go up and then at some point they just drop back down to seeing the K for just a little bit, like there, and that just means there's more levels. So 2 more times on that, and then the marketing is maxed out, which is really helping the blue grass grow again. They say the grass is greener on the other side, but what happens if the grass is bluer on the other side? I don't know what they're putting in the water, but it's making me rich, so keep doing it. There we go, maxed out marketing. We're pretty close to maxing out the ponderer, so let's set that. Oh, and the rainy day kicked in. Beautiful timing. I feel like at this rate, the grass is gonna be valued at 1 million pretty soon. But right now it's 12,000, almost 13,000, I think? Yeah, 13,000 roughly. But now this costs 170 million, and there's still another level after this. Crazy. Hopefully none of these things end up costing more than 1 billion to upgrade, because that would just be ridiculous. I say as I'm cutting ridiculous amounts of grass and making ridiculous amounts of money as is. But just look at how efficient the sword cleans out large sections of this field. It's crazy. So now that that one's maxed out, we're not too far from maxing out the turnip plots. Can we do it just like that? We can do it just like that. And we don't have all the collectors that we can get, but we can get halfway there. Living on a prayer. It's about the same number as the Beet collectors, I feel like. And that's doing well enough. I don't think we gotta worry about that again. And maybe it's about time that we upgrade the Wombo combo to see what level 6 combos are like. 4 times, even better. And just like that, it's maxed out. We're doing too good here, it seems like. The combo doesn't even get a chance to breathe. So we're halfway to 1 billion now, but I'm not quite done buying upgrades. Oh, maybe I'm done buying the Wombo combo. That costs 1.2 billion. How rude, but at least these slashes are maxed out now. Can this clear out an entire row on its own? It gets pretty far. And I mean, the slashes are wide enough. I don't know if I can complain about that really. How about max amount of bee collectors? Okay, we couldn't max that out. That's actually pretty expensive, but turnip collectors can match that almost. And I haven't even looked at the turnip multiplier yet. That would maybe be why the beets and the turnips were about the same, but they are still the same. So it's almost 200,000 for a full stack of each of them. That is ridiculous. I don't even know if there's anything reasonable to buy anymore. How about more Hank the Cow stuff? Can he match the speed of Bessie? Not sure, but he's also not equipped for auto buys, so we have to constantly check in on that, but it looks like he's catching up. And the creep of the amount is needed is getting a little crazy. It's honestly taking a couple minutes to make that much money now, when it used to be so easy before. I mean, it's still easy, don't get me wrong. I just want to see 2 really fast cows as soon as I can. At least rainy days can help out with that. More here, level 17. He's got 2 more levels to go, but now he costs 665 million. At least that means he's not an evil cow. But I also kind of worry the last level is gonna cost 1 billion to do. And that Shadow Shuriken still isn't showing up, weirdly enough. Not that there would really be a whole lot for it to do. Look at how clean we're making this. Until the rain shows up, which thankfully the rain shows up. Okay, 1 more level to go, and it is it's almost worth 1 billion. Cutting it very close there, Hank. And the fact that the Gem Seeker is still so cheap, I wonder if we can buy all of this. We can get, ooh, we can. Even better. So basically guaranteed gems, which means even more money. As if the gems weren't guaranteed before, but there is certainly a larger number of them. And then maybe the butterflies as well? Yes, indeed. Oh, even better. Level 21 out of 20. We broke the butterflies. 1 more rainy day should get us to the magic number that we need, or just ended pretty quick. Some of these rainy days are shorter than others, it seems like. But at least another one kicks in right at the end, and there it is. We have 1 billion monies. And you know what? We're gonna put it into Hank. So now Hank is maxed out, and he's just as fast as Bessie. Even better. And I guess now that we have 1 billion again, we can probably buy the Beat the Demo upgrade way down at the bottom. I feel like nothing else is really worth getting anymore. You can't auto buy it for one thing. So let's go ahead and buy it. Beat the demo. And it's just like that. Congrats, you beat the demo of the game. Full game contains 6 tiers of grass, more insane weapons, animals, birds, and a whole lot of stuff. Well, if it gets this crazy already with everything we have going on, look at this production. There's beets that the gatherers can't even pick up because they're growing so fast. And turnips as well. And also all of the animals that are up here, including 5 woolly mammoths, and not a single lion, unless these little cubs are lion cubs. But where's the full body lions? Ah well, maybe they'll be there in the full game. So that'll do it for the demo of Game of Grass. I can't wait to see how more crazy this gets. And if you guys want to see that as well, then be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching and sub to Intern.